I'll have to. He said I'll trade you some deer sausage for some pickles still. So stop in. I got all vacuum sealed up. So
I'm trying to find. I had two guys in AA from Herman that would trade me dill pickles for catfish.
that's a good deal too. Not bad. Yeah, my mom and dad's pond, their lake, it's like an acre and a half, and it's all overran with like little bass and like bluegill, real nice bluegill. But we go down for kids and we just slay.
Right. Every now and then.
Or else you're gonna have
30 seconds of spirit.
What?
Uh-huh.
We got a meeting. Are we ready? Yes, we can go.
Full house.
Ah, kind of sunny. You gonna be okay?
Do you want me to call
With
him?
sunglasses? Sombrero?
Okay, are we ready?
Curtains.
Let's go ahead and call the meeting to order, please.
Regular meeting of Washington, Missouri City Council, Monday, April 18th, 2022, 7 p.m. Heidrich,
Here.
Holtmeyer,
Here.
Patke,
Here.
Pettit,
Here.
Reed,
Here.
Scornia,
Here.
Sullentrop, Wessels.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Will all the council members answer if they have or have not read the minutes of the council meeting dated April 4th, 2022? Heidrich,
Aye.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Patke,
Aye.
Pettit,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Scornia,
Yes.
Sullentrop,
No.
Wessels.
Having read the minutes, are there any comments or questions?
I make a motion.
Second.
We have a motion by Holtmeyer, seconded by Heidrich, to approve the minutes from our last meeting dated April 4, 2022. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? By your vote, you approve the minutes. Thank you.
Approval and adjustment of agenda.
We'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Patke, seconded by Holtmeyer, to approve tonight's agenda. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? By your vote, you approve the agenda. Thank you.
Citizens' comments.
Is there anyone here who would like to address the council on any item that is not on the agenda? Okay.
Unfinished business. Certification of April 5th, 2022 election results by the verification board.
In your packet are the election results, and we will need a motion to accept that item into the minutes.
I make a motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Holtmeyer, seconded by Heidrich, to accept the the April 5, 2022 election results into the minutes. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? By your vote, you accepted the item. Thank you.
Priority items, mayor's presentations, appointments, and reappointments. Resolution, thank you, Gretchen Aubuchon Pettit.
You do.
I'm going to put you over on that side. Oh, well, how about right here? Right here, I think it won't be sunny. Yeah, it should be okay. So anyway. Well, Gretchen, it's been certainly great to work with you the last 4 years, I guess it was. And I remember when you were running the first time, how hard you worked, and obviously you worked hard this time as well. But I know that it was really exciting to see you and out there on the campaign trail on the first time around. So congratulations, and wish you all the best. And I know that you have lots of places to be and things to do, and you will certainly continue to be involved in our community. So thank you very much. So we have a resolution this evening, a resolution from the City of Washington, Missouri. Thank you, Gretchen Aubuchon Pettit. Whereas Gretchen Aubuchon Pettit served the City of Washington, Missouri as Ward 4 councilperson from April 2018 through April 2022. And whereas during her term of office, she has given her time and effort to serve the citizens of the City of Washington, Missouri. And whereas she has served faithfully in many capacities as councilperson and has played a vital role in the important work in the community. And whereas she has been an influence for good in the growth and progress of our community. And whereas Gretchen Aubuchon Pettit is entitled to just recognition for these efforts. Now therefore I, Sandy Lucy, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor, and speaking on behalf of the entire city council and all our citizens, do hereby tender to Gretchen Aubuchon Pettit this resolution extending our deep appreciation for her distinguished service as a Ward 4 councilperson for the city of Washington. We wish her success in all future endeavors and order this resolution spread upon the records of the city of Washington, Missouri, and a copy thereof delivered to Gretchen Aubuchon Pettit. Signed, Sandy Lucy, Mayor, and Sherry Claycamp, City Clerk. There you go.
I'd just like to thank you all, and of course all of the community members who supported me during my time here. I look forward to figuring out how I serve now, and I can't, I think historically for the last 4 years, you knew how I'd show up every 2 weeks, and now it's a big unknown and full of surprises, and I look forward to whatever comes next. Thank you.
Resolution, thank you, Greg Scornia.
You're getting around really good. Considering how you were the last time. So anyway, good job with all your exercises. So Greg, you served on the Planning and Zoning Board here in Washington for a very long time. And I believe that you moved to the council when we appointed you to fill Tim Brinker's seat when he moved on to county government. So you've had a long career with the city of Washington, and I really appreciate that. And when I served with you on the planning and zoning, I always appreciated your wide vision and but always wanted to make sure that everything was done properly. So I appreciate that. So we have a resolution, City of Washington, Missouri. Thank you, Greg Scornia. Whereas Greg Scornia served the City of Washington, Missouri as Ward 3 councilperson from April 2013 through April 2022. And whereas during his term of office, he has given his time and effort to serve the citizens of the City of Washington, Missouri. And whereas he has served faithfully in many capacities as councilperson and has played a vital role in the important work in the community. And whereas he has been an influence for good in the growth and progress of our community. And whereas Greg Scornia is entitled to just recognition for these efforts. Now therefore I, Sandy Lucy, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor, and speaking on behalf of the entire city council and all our citizens, do hereby tender to Greg Scornia this resolution extending our deep appreciation for his distinguished service as Ward 3 councilperson for the city of Washington. We wish him success in all future endeavors and order this resolution spread upon the records of the city of Washington, Missouri, and a copy thereof delivered to Greg Scornia. Signed, Sandy Lucy, Mayor, and Sherry Claycamp, City Clerk.
I just want to wish the new council a lot of good luck, and you're really lucky to have the staff we have on board right now. I want to thank all the staff that I worked with. They have been extremely helpful. The city employees, the department heads, all the way down to our lowest level workers. I've never received a complaint on any of them. And for that, I am really grateful, and I think the city should be really thankful that the employees we have. That's all I got. Thank you.
Resolution, thank you, Steve Sullentrup.
So, it was you and Mark and I who were all three elected in 2010 on that very warm, hot, miserable day, if you remember. It was so stinking hot that day. Anyway, so you have served 12 years. So I appreciate your efforts throughout this entire time, and it's been good to serve with you. So we have a resolution, the City of Washington, Missouri. Thank you, Steve Sullentrup. Whereas Steve Sullentrup served the City of Washington, Missouri as Ward 1 councilperson from April 2010 through April 2022. And whereas during his term of office, he has given his time and effort to serve the citizens of the City of Washington, Missouri. And whereas he has served faithfully in many capacities as councilperson and has played a vital role in the important work in the community. And whereas he has been an influence for good in the growth and progress of our community, and whereas Steve Sullentrup is entitled to just recognition for these efforts. Now therefore I, Sandy Lucy, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor, and speaking on behalf of the entire City Council and all our citizens, do hereby tender to Steve Sullentrup this resolution extending our deep appreciation for his distinguished service as Ward 1 councilperson for the City of Washington. We wish him success in all future endeavors and order this resolution spread upon the records of the City of Washington, Missouri, and a copy thereof delivered to Steve Sullentrup. Signed, Sandy Lucy, Mayor, and Sherry Claycamp, City Clerk.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the citizens of Ward 1 for for electing me to 12 years at City Council. And I want to thank the council here right now, and I would like to thank the ones before me that sat here for the last 12 years with me. I wish you all good luck, congratulations, and thank you.
Resolution, thank you, Mayor Sandy Lucy.
Your turn to come back. I've got these sitting right here. So, wow. So 12 years. We put this resolution together. I think it took several drafts, a lot of input, and it was amazing just to go ahead and go back through the last 12 years to see everything you've touched upon in your time as service with the city. And so I gotta go. I'm gonna go ahead and start reading it. Then we'll do it. So thank you, Mayor Sandy Lucy. Whereas Sandy Lucy, the first woman to be elected mayor in the history of Washington, Missouri, served from 2010 to 2022, and was the first mayor to be elected for 3 consecutive terms since Mayor A. Roy Pearson. She has diligently served the City of Washington with professionalism, respect, honor, and integrity. And whereas the City of Washington desires to recognize and express its sincerest gratitude to one such individual who has so unselfishly given of her time and efforts in service to the public with her many years of involvement, and who has done so with a caring heart and a thoughtful mind. And whereas Sandy Lucy demonstrated her unwavering commitment and willingness to serve the residents of Washington by being past chairs of the Washington Chamber of Commerce and the Washington Historic Preservation Commission, and was one of the original members of the Washington Tourism Committee, as well as serving on the Missouri Main Street Board, the East Central College Foundation Board, and the Mercy Foundation Board, and is a member of Women with a Mission. Sandy has also been an integral part of this continued city campaign with the Franklin County Area United Way. And whereas key developments during Sandy's tenure included receipt of the Great American Main Street Award, expansion of WEG, formerly CG Power Systems, and Melton Machine and Control Company, acquisition of a new industrial park, the Oldenburg Industrial Park, construction of Route 47 Missouri River Bridge, redevelopment of downtown Washington, and the International Shoe Factory, expansion of the Rotary Riverfront Trail. This keeps going on and on. Construction of the new Agnes Nolting Aquatic Complex, half-cent capital improvement sales tax propositions, and was instrumental with the largest transition of key staff, including city administrator, city clerk, economic development director, human resources manager, police chief, communications director, public works director, parks director, building official, and street superintendent. Whereas Sandy has been a highly dedicated and respected member of the city council and has left a legacy that is and will continue to be cherished by her many colleagues over the years, past, present, and future mayors, council, city employees, and her constituents. Sandy is known as the cheerleader to all those she meets. Her unwavering commitment, willingness, and ability to understand and respond to the concerns of the residents of Washington has made a substantial contribution to the betterment of the city of Washington. Now, therefore, the city of Washington does hereby tender to Sandy Lucy this resolution extending our deep appreciation for her time-honored legacy of dedication, enthusiasm, outstanding public service given to the Washington community, and ordered this resolution be made part of the official records of the city of Washington, Missouri, and a copy thereof delivered to Sandy Lucy. Signed, Darren Lamb, City Administrator, and Sherry Claycamp, City Clerk.
Oh my. Well, no wonder I'm never home, right? So anyway, I really appreciate all of the effort that was put into that. Thank you so much. I have truly loved every day that I served as mayor. I grew up here. I love this town, and it just has been a real joy to do this job. And it has always been close to my heart, and I've just cared a lot about the community, and I'm just really touched. So I have some prepared statements because I didn't want to get up here and just wander around, knowing full well that I would be emotional about this. It's just been an emotional time for me. So anyway, it has been an incredible honor to serve this community for the past 12 years. I've learned so much about our beloved city and its citizens, and yes, I've also learned a lot about myself along the way. The experience has been more rewarding than I ever could have dreamed. There are a few individuals I'd like to acknowledge this evening, the first being my mom. It was her and my dad who formed me into the person I am today. From her savvy advice to always say hello to those I meet, to her number one rule that I was not to act like an only child, It was her guidance and generous spirit that prepared me to be here tonight. On the other hand, one of my favorite quotes from my dad was, well, you just need to make up your mind you're going to do something and then just go do it. And I think maybe that's what I did in 2010. I just went and did it. So anyway, so I truly believe that my dad has been sitting on my shoulder throughout my time as mayor. I'd also like to thank Luz for his love and support throughout my tenure. I recognize it's not always been easy for him, but somehow we've managed to make it work. Looking back on my initial run, it was his suggestion that I work to return civility to the governing process. Thanks to all of you and others who have been seated in these chairs, we have definitely accomplished that goal. Speaking of accomplishments, I personally want to thank each of you for your vision and enthusiasm. Together, we have raised the bar and moved our community forward. We have experienced far more triumphs than setbacks, and I believe that speaks volumes as to how well we have worked together. We may have had our differences along the way, but we were always committed to do what was right for our community. Perhaps one of the most invaluable assets of the city is our amazing staff. They are energetic, conscientious, and smart. I have had the privilege of getting to know each of them in a deeper way through our birthday lunches. Our discussions have been lively, and their fun facts about themselves are very interesting. I encourage you as council members to do what you can to support our staff, as we would be hard-pressed to find a new team more committed to serving our citizens. In just a little while, Doug Hagedorn will be taking the reins of our city as mayor. Tonight is his night. I am confident he will do his very best to keep Washington moving in the right direction. And I also expect that you as council members will greet him with the same respect you have shown me. Thank you for the gift of your friendship, as I will always cherish the time we have spent together. Thank you.
So going a little off the agenda, we do have some esteemed guests that would like to go ahead and say a few words. First up, we have Blaine Lukemeyer. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. Great to be with you this evening on such a momentous occasion. And don't take a lot of your time, but we wanted to also be to recognize all your great work, Mayor Lucy. I have for you this evening something we put in the congressional record for you there in Congress. I have the opportunity to recognize important people and important events on the floor of the House, and so when we do that, we get a permanent record of it. And so I just want to read a little bit piece of it here. Over the past 30 years, Mayor Lucy has served her community in multiple roles. She was president of Downtown Washington Incorporated and a member of the Washington Area Chamber of Commerce. Most recently, she was the first woman to serve as mayor of Washington, Missouri. As mayor, she served with professionalism, honor, and integrity. Through her leadership, the city has achieved many successes and earned Washington the Great American Main Street Award. Mayor Lucy leaves a legacy that will be cherished by the community for years. Madam Speaker, join me in congratulating Mayor Lucy on an exceptional career and well-deserved retirement. That's part of the resolution. But I wanted to also extend you my own remarks. Thank you for what you've done. Washington is one of my favorite cities in my district. Truly is. It's always fun to come here because of your efforts. It makes it that way. You know, the greatest compliment you can give somebody in public service is call them a statesman. In your situation, a stateswoman, right? Right. Okay. But the politician sometimes is somebody who really loses focus. They're somebody who thinks of themselves and their job for own aggrandizement. A statesman is someone, a stateswoman is somebody who looks at it from the standpoint of wanting to do better for them, for the community, the state, the district, whatever they serve, and you certainly fit that definition. Thank you so much for what you've done. The other day I had the opportunity to spend some time one morning with your husband at breakfast. Yeah. He couldn't sell enough good things about you. It was amazing. I thought, man, oh man, this guy's been married all these years and he hasn't got one crossword. But it was great to listen to him be so effusive about his praise of you and all your efforts. I know when I was watching the members of the council a while ago, as you were making your remarks here, there was a real care for you in their faces when they saw you speak. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for being the stateswoman of Washington, Missouri. All my best.
Yeah, that's fine. You want? Yeah, let's get one picture. Thank you.
And one more guest we'd like to welcome, Jennifer Meyer with U.S. Senator Blunt's office.
Good evening, Jennifer Meyer with Senator Blunt's office. The senator is sorry he couldn't make it today. I've heard of you for years, and he thinks very highly of you. So we wanted to present you with this letter, and also to let you know that a flag was flown over the Capitol in your honor today.
Oh, God.
And he made that happen in a couple days. So you'll be receiving that in about a week, and he wrote a personal note in there as well. So I'm so honored that I got to meet you today. So.
Didn't get it when you all were in here. It's like, gosh, these people are here. What are they doing? All right, thank you so much. Okay. But I am blown away that you all are here. I mean, really am. I didn't expect it at all. So anyway, thank you all for being here. I know that I am just so sad. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I know that many of you are here to support our new mayor and our new council members who will be sworn in tonight, but it certainly is good to see all of you here supporting our community as well. And I see so many familiar faces. And Jim, you're here, Harry, former Mayor Stratman. So anyway, and all of those police officers and firemen back there, pretty cool too. So thank you so much. I will always cherish this role I have played, and I've made so many great friends here, and I'm going to miss my friends. So, but thank you so much.
Council comments?
Yes, I'd like to thank Mary Lucy personally for the years I spent with her. She's been the only mayor I've been under, and she's done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope we have enough Kleenex to get through this.
There's a
We got more upstairs.
spare box.
Anyone entertain a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Pettit, seconded by Sullentrup to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? By your vote, we are adjourned. So for those of you who are here this evening, we're going to take a short break, and then we will swear in our new council members and our new mayor, and there will be some seating.
ready?
You ready?
Special meeting of Washington, Missouri City Council, Monday, April 18th, 2022. What time is it? 7:40 p.m. Introductory items, the oath of office for newly elected officials. So the first one I will be swearing in is our city attorney. I, Mark Fiance. I'll just read it. Okay. I, Mark